turn the sound on. There we go. Alrighty, here we go with a tear the shrink wrap. As you can see, we got a baggie. We're going to tear the baggie off. We got Combat Commander Battle Pack number 8, which is Minor Nations. We're going to check out what you get inside of this. This was released by GMT a couple months ago, and I never got around to looking at this or doing any kind of, open the box or anything like that. So I've got actually this. I've got Resistance. I've got a few games that I want to get some, tear the shrink wrap off, and so you guys can see what you get when you order these. So let's get to it before we know what happens. Alright, so this is obviously Combat Commander. Minor Nation Battle Pack is a collection of units and weapon counter markers and scenario cards from the original 24 scenarios featuring minor nation forces with their own national symbols, colors, named leaders, and color markers, control markers. The 8 scenarios included are Misty Mountain, Brazilian Forces, Tussle at Malame, which is New Zealand, At the Crossroads, which is the Polish Army, Armata Romania, which is the Romanian Infantry Division, Little Stalingrad, which is Yugoslavia, Maximius Seasons, which is the Greek Army, and a march to in December with the Finnish Task Force. You will need, this is not a standalone game, you will need both Combat Commander Europe and Combat Commander Mediterranean in order to play Scenarios 7 and 8. So, let's see what we get here, shall we? Is that part of the Combat Commander Deluxe pack? Good question, Viper Dave. That is a real good question. Can't remember if I think this was actually. Now you're gonna make me have to check. Now we're gonna have to check, aren't we? Well, let's do like this. There. I'll just load up the GMT webpage here and we'll take a look, shall we? Combat Commander Deluxe Edition, which is the Combat Commander European / Mediterranean 20th Anniversary Edition. Adds minor counters and updated scenario pages. Europe and Mediterranean plus the minor counters and update scenario pages. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, Viper Dave. You're going to have to ask someone else because I'm not 100% sure. Let's see what you do get though, if you do get it. So we've got a little counter of, oops. Let's go back to the right screen now. There we go. So we got a Minor Nations sheet 1 of 2, which is going to be a bunch of control markers for the different countries. Molotov cocktails, obviously These are going to just be in the color of the different. So I think that all that this does is it takes those special units and gives them all their own special counters. I believe is what's going on here. So like instead of using other faction, you could now have the Yugoslavian faction. Yeah, I don't know either. Minor counters. Do not know what that means. Yeah, I don't know what that means either. So the question is, do I punch all those out? So you got the Yugoslavians, and then you have the Polish, and you have the Greeks, and so now they all have their own counters instead of using other counters. Heading back up to Atlanta tomorrow. Okay. Well, when you get back into town, let me know, and we'll see if we can hook up. My daughter's coming into town this coming week, so I'm going to be busy. But after that, once they leave next week, they leave on Tuesday. So maybe, in the next week or two, we can get back together. Let me know, Viper Dave, when you get back, okay, buddy? Hope all is well with your mom up there in Atlanta. So we have scenario 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, no 16, 18, 19, and 20. So it looks like they're just updated the scenarios and then gave you the updated counters for the new units and control markers for the units, and of course their own weapons as well as their unit counters. See how these look. Light machine gun, heavy machine gun, French, 75 millimeter. You got light mortars, medium machine guns. Of course, your different control markers for the different factions. So there you go. That is what you get. Sheet and a half of counters, some new scenario on cardstock, and a nice little envelope to keep it all well under control. Minor Nation Battle Pack 8 is not a standalone game. You will need both Command Color. You will both need Combat Commander Europe and Combat Commander Mediterranean in order to play every scenario. 7 out of the 8 scenarios can be played without owning Combat Commander Europe. So 7 of the 8 scenarios can be played without owning Europe and just the Mediterranean. But if you want to play all 8, you have to have both of them. .30 meters per hex. Alright, so that's what you get. Combat Commander, Minor Nations Battle Pack, number 8. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Take care, everyone. See you soon.